Owning a home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for an ever-growing number of families in the Inland Empire Valley, that dream has become a nightmare.
I decided to retire and from a very crazy life. And so I decided, let's come out to Bloomington, a place where it's still rural, it's quiet, friendly, neighborly. I loved being near the school because I could hear the children playing.
Cruz bought her home in the small town of Bloomington in San Bernardino County 16 years ago. And like many in other small towns in the Inland Empire, they dreamed of a nice and peaceful life, with other homes as their neighbors because the area was zoned residential. Instead, many now have a 100-foot-high concrete wall behind them, part of the multiple warehouses built by their homes once the area was rezoned to industrial. Amazon alone has built 19 facilities in the area. In Bloomington, 6 out of the 8 schools are located or will be located next to a warehouse.
So I've known many families. I've met with them, I've heard their stories. And one story that comes to mind is Tommy and Kim Rocha from Bloomington purchased this beautiful home.
The Rocha's home had a view of the mountains before the concrete walls came to block it all.
He sold it after the county supervisors actually rezoned it to industrial.
The number of warehouses developed in the Inland Empire now covers more than 1 billion square feet and can be seen from space. Majority Leader Eloise Reyes says the choice of locations for the warehouses is not a coincidence.
Well, we're finding that these warehouses are being built in neighborhoods with Latino and African Americans.
A fact Reyes adds that many are being built next to schools and in residential areas is unconscionable.
It's just a hardship to have to pack up and leave and start all over again.
Beyond the inconvenience or sentimental value, the uncontrolled growth and development of warehouses could be a matter of life and death, according to activists like Ana Gonzalez, a resident of the Inland Empire.
Hi everyone, this is Anna again. I'm going to be making a lot of these videos because people don't understand.
There's about 700,000 trucks traveling through our area on a single day. This is essentially creating diesel death zones everywhere in our region. Essentially, we are up against a machine, and I call it a colonization of our area.
Assemblymember Reyes has introduced legislation to try to protect people's health and better manage the growth of the logistics economy.
This legislation says that if you're going to build a warehouse, you must be at least 1,000 feet from a sensitive receptor. What's a sensitive receptor? Homes, schools, hospitals, clinics, nursing homes, daycare centers, parks. We want people to be able to breathe the air that around them without thinking that it's going to harm them.
For Anna, the fight goes beyond economic and environmental justice. It's personal. Her son's health drove her to become an organizer.
The reason why I became an organizer was because when my son turned 11, he started suffering from a lot of bronchitis, pneumonia, like just pulmonary illnesses, like often. And so we ended up taking him to the emergency room a couple of times until it got so bad that he was getting pneumonia like almost every 3 to 4 months.
Special tests ordered by her son's doctors showed exposure to diesel pollutants from trucks had weakened his lungs. 40% of the nation's goods now travel through the Inland Empire, many in diesel trucks. According to the American Lung Association, the Riverside, San Bernardino, Ontario area has the worst air quality in the United States as of 2019.
We are going to have to pay for it because when people are out of work because of health reasons or they're out of work because they have to take care of their children, in the end, it's the rest of us that have to pay for that.